All right, so you started a mushroom farm, business is picking up. Now you can't waste your time making bags by hand anymore, and you need a pneumatic, automatic substrate bagger. I'm going to show you how I built mine. So, first things first, I'll walk you through the basic setup. You're going to need a stand for your hopper to sit on, and this will lift all the equipment up so that you can kind of stand up or sit, as I do sometimes, and do your bags. So you'll need a hopper. You'll need some PVC, the chute that comes down. These are 3-inch pneumatic steel blade gate valves. You'll need 2 of those. You'll need a water valve with a controller, and you'll need a pneumatic foot pedal, and you'll also need a pancake compressor that you can't see, but I promise you it's over there. So, now that we've gone through the basic setup, I'll show you how it works. Put your bag under there. I've already done this a couple times, but anyways, your bag goes under there. When you press the pedal down, this valve is going to open up and this one is going to close. We've already measured volumetrically how this works and how much substrate is in here, so we know that this particular length of pipe, of 3-inch pipe, is going to give us 2 pounds of substrate. So push the pedal down. The hopper fills up. I use this cool clear PVC because it's awesome and it looks cool. So push the pedal down, it fills up. I got a locking pedal because that's also cool. And if you got employees, they might not know how to work the pedal. So if you get a locking pedal, it's hard for anybody to mess up. When you release the pedal, 2 pounds of substrate drops into your bag. Then hold the bag, make sure you don't want to slosh it. I don't have the water hooked up, but we take our valve, we hit this button, and it drops in the right amount of water. This is a liquid control valve, and we control the amount of liquid that flows by quantity. And that gives us our 5-pound substrate blocks. We use wood pellets, soy pellets, and water from the tap. So now I'll go a little more in depth on how you would set this up, how I would set this up, things I learned, mistakes I made, what I would do again, what I wouldn't do again. So, first things first, depending on space and money, get the biggest hopper you can because it wastes time filling it up. You just want to have a big hopper that you fill up once, it's got a lot of substrate in it, and you don't have to worry about it again. Then, you're going to take your 3-inch flange. You can use 4-inch or whatever, but it's going to make this thing shorter, and I just wanted a bigger space, so I use 3-inch. 2-inch is probably too small. So you got your hopper. Cut a hole in your hopper that's the right size, and then I used a 3-inch PVC flange. But what's important is that I didn't just attach it to my hopper. I made it so that it sits above the stand, so that it's not pulling on my equipment or my hopper. It's secure and pulling on this stand. Then you're going to attach based on length, whatever you want to do, your couplings to your valves. I would recommend bolting and screwing them in, because if you mess up anything, or it's not the right size, or it's not the right setup, you make a mistake, if you glue it, you're committed to it. So if you screw it, you can leave it and come back and change it later, or whatever you want to do. Then you'll need to, this part right here, you'll need to figure out volumetrically how much 2 pounds of substrate is. So just before you do this, lay down your little piece of PVC, pour a pound of wood pellets and a pound of soy hull pellets into it, see how tall that is, and cut it to that, and that gives you the volume of 2 pounds of dry substrate. So, and then you'll need another pneumatic gate valve, 3-inch with a steel knife blade. It cannot have that plastic blade. It's not going to last you long. I started with the, they sell, they're like RV Blackwater valves that are hand crank. Save yourself the trouble because it's going to break. It's going to get used, It's hard to pull those valves too. It's a lot of work. Just splurge and get the pneumatic valves from the jump. It's worth it. I'm telling you that from my experience. So we've got the compressor, and it's set to, like, your valve is going to come with a PSI rating. Set it to the max, leave it there. This one right here is 65 pounds. No, it's 80 pounds maximum, 65 pounds minimum. So we have it up to 80 pounds. It's great. It breaks right through those pellets if they happen to be in the way here. So you'll need to check all that stuff when you get the valve. Make sure it's the right valve. So we've got compressor, my just little pancake compressor, which goes and is hooked up to the foot pedal. Then it has our 2 pneumatic lines that go to our valve that stays open when the pedal is up. Then those lines switch so that this valve stays closed when the pedal is up. When we push the pedal down, this valve opens, this valve closes, which fills this up with substrate, and then when we release the pedal, this valve closes and this valve opens, and it happens simultaneously. Everything happens at the same time, so you don't have to worry about it. Another thing I did was make the water separate. Just in case, for whatever reason, you don't want water involved when you're making your bags for a little bit, you don't have to turn anything off or do anything. It's just a whole separate system. And what I did there was I used this valve right here, which is a flow control valve. It's hooked up to our valve right here. I ran some PEX pipe on it, and it just shoots down into our bag. So all we have to do is push this button, and it shoots the right amount of water in there. And then we take our bags, put them on the table, fold them, load them in the sterilizer. And I think it's best to keep that separate for whatever reason, and it's easy enough. All you have to do is push the pedal, push the button. It's not too much work. Yeah, so I'm going to list all these parts, everything that I used, in the description. I get a little kickback if you buy the part through my link that will be in the description. So if this video helped you out, please help me out and buy whatever you need through the link. Again, it's foot pedal, compressor, PVC, pneumatic valves, a water control valve, and a hopper. This bagger has helped me out immensely. I wish I had done it from the beginning. If you're bagging by hand and you're doing more than 20, 30 bags at a time, you seriously need to consider a mushroom bagger like I built. If this isn't your forte, if you're not someone who can build things like this, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, call me, let me know. We can ship you this pre-made along with the valve that's already set up. So all you'll have to do is attach it to your hopper, attach the foot valve to your compressor, and press the pedal, and you'll start bagging substrate like that. Yeah, much love. This machine has helped me. It's made my life easier. I suggest you build one, and if you do, click on the links down below and buy the parts. It helps me out. Much love, Big Ben Fun Guy.